Josh, I want what you got. And every time I just smile and think, bro, you have no idea what you're fucking asking for. See, when guys say that to me, what they really mean is they want a fucking carbon copy of my goddamn wife. They want Emmy, sweet, loyal, fun, and grounded, a girl who's not running the streets every night or juggling a secret sponsor list on the side. But here's what they forget. When I met her, she was 21 and I was in my late 30s. I wasn't some lost retiree trying to rebuild my ego through a relationship. I was still living, still sharp, and still in the fucking game. And she wasn't jaded yet. That timing fucking mattered. Now, most of the guys saying that line to me today are in their late 50s or 60s, which, hey, nothing wrong with that. We all get old. You made it this far. You earned your passport stamp. But here's the cold truth. You're not 35 anymore, bro. That means the pool you're swimming in and what's swimming towards you looks a whole lot different. Too many men come out here chasing a time machine. They think they're gonna relive the love story they missed back home, just in hotter weather and with cheaper beer. But you can't rewind biology, economics, or emotional availability. You want a 20-year-old knockout who's loyal, independent, and ready to sit at home waiting for you? That's not a girlfriend. That's a fucking unicorn with Wi-Fi. This episode isn't about bashing anybody. It's about being real. About what kind of woman you'll actually meet out here, what they want, and how your age, your energy, and your expectations all play into it. So, grab yourself a drink, sit back, and let's talk about the difference between finding a girlfriend and shopping for a fantasy.
How we're moving.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
When I met Emmy, it wasn't in a bar or through some game of sponsor roulette. It was in a fucking market. Real life. Normal life. She was 21. I was in my late 30s, and neither of us were looking for what we ended up finding. She wasn't hustling. I wasn't desperate. We were just two people who fucking clicked at the right time. Simple as that. Now, here's what most guys miss. It wasn't the age gap that made it work. It was timing. I was old enough to know exactly what I wanted, and she was young enough still to believe in something real. Not yet twisted by the transactional circus you see all over here in Pattaya. We built something from scratch, not from a fucking bar stool. And that's the part people don't get when they say, I want what you have. You can't buy chemistry. You can't shortcut timing. And most importantly, you can't expect a 20-year-old to see you like the man you used to be. The delusional phase. Here's the part that stings. Most guys come out here chasing a fucking fantasy that doesn't even exist. They've been divorced, lonely, done with Western bullshit. So they think Thailand's gonna reset the game. They picture themselves walking down Beach Road, holding hands with some 20-year-old beauty who calls them daddy and cooks breakfast in a fucking thong. But let's be honest, that fantasy was built on 10 beers and a YouTube algorithm that sold you a fucking dream. You're 60, she's 20. You've got cholesterol meds, she's got a TikTok account. You're looking for peace, she's looking for a future. Those are not the same mission statements. I see it every week. Guys sitting at the bar, belly hanging out, bragging about how real their girlfriend is, while she's texting 3 other guys labeled Uncle Mike, Sponsor 2, and ATM. That's not judgment, that's just fucking math. You can still date young women out here. Hell, this is Thailand, not Tinder purgatory. But you've got to understand the dynamic. You're not her soulmate, you're her opportunity. And if you play it smart, that can still be fun, honest, and even meaningful. But if you start believing she's with you for your charm and not your financial stability, you're gonna end up crying into your chain just like the last fucking guy. You're not 35 anymore, bro. You're not the prize that you used to be. And that's okay. You just need to stop shopping like you are. Because every time an older dude chases a 20-year-old fantasy, he's setting himself up to be the next walking ATM with heartbreak mileage. the contradictions. Let's talk about one of the biggest comedy routines in Pattaya. The guy who says, I just want a good girl, loyal, sweet, stays at home, and doesn't talk to other guys. But I don't want to support her. Really? So you want her to be free for you, but not free because of you. You want full-time loyalty on a part-time budget. Bro, that's not how shit works out here. If you want exclusivity, you're not dating, you're doing payroll. You want her ready to cuddle when you're bored, cook when you're hungry, and vanish when you need space. Then put her on salary and be sure to check out the video talking about that, because that's what available all the time actually means. She's not free, she's freed up by you. Guys act shocked when I say that. They'll be like, I don't want to pay for love. Well, tough news. You've been paying for it all your goddamn life. Back home, it's called alimony, therapy, and child support, not red stew and rice. You can't expect her to sit around the condo all day waiting for you while also complaining she's got no fucking job. That's not a girlfriend, that's an employee with no benefits. And the moment you stop sending her money, guess what? She's suddenly busy. Yeah, she found another fucking job, probably with better damn management. I had a guy once tell me I want her to be loyal, not to talk to anyone, and to always be home when I get there. I said, then buy a dog, bro. They're cheaper, cuter, and actually fucking listen. You want a young, beautiful Thai woman who doesn't flirt, doesn't work, and doesn't talk to other men, and lives just for you? Congratulations, you're looking for a unicorn. But in Thailand, unicorns are goddamn everywhere, and you can rent them by the week. Let's bring this down to reality for a minute. You can still find something real out here. You just need to know where you stand on the food chain. And here's the deal. In Thailand, age has value. It's not about pretending to be young again. It's about acting your age with confidence and knowing what lane you belong in. If you're in your 60s, stop chasing 22-year-olds who call you daddy right before asking for goddamn money. Look for women in their 30s or early 40s, one who's still sexy, still feminine, but actually understands life now. She's not playing games anymore. She's looking for peace, stability, and maybe a man who doesn't fall asleep after 2 goddamn drinks. That's where the real wins happen, because while the 20-something might make you feel alive, the 30-something will help you stay alive. If I had to look again in my 50s or 60s, I wouldn't go any more than 20 years younger, tops. Younger than that, and you're not building a relationship. You're building a retirement plan that you don't really control. You'll get more joy and way fewer headaches from a woman who still wants a future, not one who's still figuring out filters. Guys, forget this. Maturity in Thailand does not kill attraction, it adds to it. A confident older man who's got his act together, that's fucking gold out here. But if you're chasing 20-year-olds while you're taking joint pain supplements, that just makes you look like you missed your flight to reality. So here's your checklist for finding something real. Be honest about your age and your energy. Stop confusing attention with affection. And if you want loyalty, give her a reason, not just the rule. Because love here can be good, really good, if you stop trying to recreate your past and start living in the present. Be real about where you're at, what you're chasing, and what you actually bring to the table. You don't need a fantasy girlfriend. You need a real one who fits your life now. Next up, we'll dive into She's Not Your Copy-Paste Wife. Because trying to find Emmy 2.0 is how most men end up with a 404 error in real goddamn life. Now, huge thanks to everyone supporting My Thai Life Chronicles on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, channel members, Discord, or just hitting that like button and sharing the video. You degenerates keep this train wreck on the tracks. Alright, degenerates, stay reckless, stay unapologetic, and stay tuned for more adventures in the land of smiles. Cheers, you degenerates.
Let's go. Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet myself.